Let's be honest. In a world buzzing with anxiety and a nonstop search for meaning, most of us are looking for answers. We download mindfulness apps, scroll through self help feeds, and listen to therapy podcasts, all for a little more peace and purpose. But what if some of the most potent psychological tools we have weren't born in a modern lab, but were offered to us 2,000 years ago? And what if the teachings of Jesus contain profound truths about our minds that science is only now starting to fully appreciate? If you want to hear more, stay tuned. Hi, I'm Wesley, and welcome back to Mind and Mission, the place where we explore the intersection of faith and psychology to help you find clarity, peace, and purpose. So let's jump into this today. For a long time, faith and science have been kept in separate boxes. But now, many researchers and thinkers are bridging the gap, blending timeless wisdom with evidence-based psychology to help us heal as whole people, mind, body, and spirit. They're realizing that Jesus' teachings weren't just abstract spiritual ideas, they were a practical guide for getting through the beautiful mess of being a human being. So let's unpack 3 powerful insights from Jesus that modern psychology is just now getting really excited about. These aren't just history lessons, they're a roadmap to a healthier mind and a fuller life. Our culture is obsessed with self, curating an image, guarding our self-esteem, and performing on social media. But this focus on me often leaves us anxious and empty, chasing a false self while a true self stays hungry. In Matthew 16:24, Jesus offers a radical alternative. He says, "If anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me." Deny yourself isn't about self-hatred. In Greek, it means disowning self-interest, moving the ego out of the center so something greater can take its place. Psychology agrees. Jung called it ego death, the loosening of the false self so we can embrace our whole identity. Maslow described it as self-transcendence, living beyond selfish concerns for a higher purpose. Practically, it's a daily shift, letting go of control, giving instead of grasping, releasing the need to always be right. Taking up your cross isn't about seeking pain, it's surrendering the ego to live for love and service. That's where both spiritual growth and real psychological freedom are found. One of the heaviest burdens we carry is unforgiveness. We've all been hurt, and the instinct is to replay the offense and cling to the resentment. But psychology is clear. Grudges are toxic. They fuel anxiety, depression, and stress. As the saying goes, holding bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. But you see, Jesus again offers a remedy. In Matthew 6:14, if you forgive others, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. His parable of the unforgiving servant makes it plain. Forgiveness isn't optional. Rather, it's essential. Science backs this up. Harvard research shows forgiveness exercises reduce depression and anxiety. Other studies link it to lower blood pressure, better sleep, and stronger immunity. You see, forgiveness literally heals the body and mind. The shift is this. Forgiveness isn't excusing what happened, and it's not really for the other person. It's for you. It's laying down the weight that's crushing you. So start small. Acknowledge the pain. Then choose, again and again, to let it go. Forgiveness is freedom. Jesus gave this gift 2,000 years ago, and modern science proves it's still the antidote to emotional poison today. The third big insight speaks to today's crisis of meaning. Many feel adrift and empty, even surrounded by success. This existential void fuels despair, addiction, and mental struggles. Psychology recognizes meaning as a core human need. Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist Viktor Frankl built his approach, logotherapy, on this truth. Life's primary drive isn't pleasure or power, but purpose. He said, "Those who have a why to live can bear almost any how." And research confirms it. People with strong purpose are more resilient against depression, anxiety, and addiction. This is also the heartbeat of Jesus' teaching. He didn't just give rules, he gave a reason to live. When he said, "Follow me," it was an invitation into a bigger story. In John 10:10, he promised, "I have come that they may have life and have it more abundantly." Not a storm-free life, but a storm-proof one, anchored in meaning. The takeaway? Shift the question from, "What do I want?" to, "What am I here for?" Purpose gives you an anchor, a why, that steadies you through any how. When you live in God's story, smaller worries lose their grip. So, when you put it all together, what do you get? We see that the way to find your true self is through self-surrender. The way to find mental freedom is through forgiveness. And the way to find unshakable strength is through a life of purpose. These aren't just nice-sounding ideas. They are psychologically sound principles for a flourishing life, gifted to us 2 millennia ago. The teachings of Jesus aren't outdated. They are a timeless and deeply relevant guide to mental and spiritual health in our messy, modern world. Science isn't disproving faith. In many ways, it's just catching up to the wisdom it has held all along. If this connection between faith and psychology resonates with you, and you want to explore it more, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next conversation. And I'd love to hear what you think in the comments. Which of these 3 insights stood out to you the most? Let me know below. Thanks for watching. And until next time, see ya.